Top Big 90. Our podcast is all about soccer, all things soccer.
Soccer has arrived in Charlotte. We are ready to party.
They're classy too, man. I can wear this on a date.
People who are most successful are the ones who don't just give up.
We have officially partnered up with Albemarle Paper Supply. Albemarle Paper Supply services paper products within the cities of Charlotte, Concord, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Salisbury, Morrisville, and smaller cities in between. From fiber, plastic, and foam bowls, paper towels, tissues, napkins, takeout containers, gloves, to janitorial supplies, and much, much more, Albemarle Paper is dedicated to bring you the paper goods you need. Customers can pick up products directly at Albemarle Paper's warehouse located at 735 Henson Street in Albemarle, North Carolina, or products can be delivered to you at your business doorstep. Jorge Gonzalez, Top Bid 90. Today we have a very special guest. We've got Quinn Mcneill. Quinn, how are you today, my man?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Obviously, you just made your professional debut in MLS against Montreal. Not a score that we wanted, but tell us about your debut.
You know, I was just anticipating the experience as a whole. I went on the trip just knowing that there was always a chance I could go in. And when I went to go warm up the second half, I really just, mentally prepared for that moment. And then when they called me, I didn't really have too much time to think. It was shin guards on, jersey on, then stepping on the field. So really just enjoyed it when I got out there, not too nervous, but it wasn't the result we wanted, but, it was a great experience as a whole.
Gotcha. Were you a little anxious? Were you just, okay, like we're ready to go? How was it?
I think the nerves were mainly before I got on the field, just thinking about it in anticipation of it. But really, once I got that call from them down the sideline, get ready, put your stuff on, it kind of all went away. It felt like prepared for the moment. So really, it wasn't too anxious. It was really the build up to the moment before, not actually when it happened.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. And then you were signed, obviously, by Charlotte FC, then loaned out to Charlotte Independence. How's that experience been so far for you?
Good. I think it's been really good for me as a person, as a player. Got to have a lot of professional games in early on the career, getting minutes in. And then it also allows me to train with the first team. And that's kind of what's been now with Latancio. But it's been really entertaining, exciting. And now that opportunity came, I felt ready for it just based on being able to get 90 minutes week in and week out with Independence and kind of being prepared for that moment.
Nice. Was there anything special that the coach told you after the game or one of your teammates or anything like that?
No, actually, I had to go do the rest of my fitness before all of that. So got that in and then, was able to talk to my parents after. But no, talked to a couple of guys, Brant and DJ, congratulated me. And obviously me, George, and Cole all shared a moment together. So it was pretty cool.
Awesome. And what's the biggest difference that you've noticed? I mean, coming out of Clemson and now playing in Independence in Charlotte at a pro level?
I think there's a lot more on the individual themselves to be prepared there. I felt like there's a lot more structure through the school and the team to make sure you're hitting X, Y, and Z. Here you're professional, you're treated that way, so you have to prepare yourself and be ready for every moment. And that's kind of how I took that approach. Is nobody was really holding my in that moment to make my debut or be ready for it. It was something I had to prepare for, and so I think that was the biggest change in it too.
Nice. Awesome. And one thing that I hear a lot of people talk about when they talk about you, man, is your level of professionalism. Is that something that you've always had, or is that something that you had to grow into?
I think just through my whole college experience, I went in not playing a lot, and then I started and then came off the bench and then played more. So I've been on this kind of roller coaster of a journey, signing here and then playing with Independence and being brought in. So it's been like this experience, ups and downs, and not riding one too high or one too low. And I think that's just kind of where I take it, because if you take one extreme and go with it, you're going to, go off course. So I stay pretty level headed and continue from there. And, it's been the best for me so far.
Awesome. And then I know you grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, correct?
Yes. I moved there in middle school. So I used to live in New Jersey, but then I moved to Greenville in middle school and was recruited out of high school from there for college in Clemson. That's where they saw me. It was in Greenville.
Awesome. And how special is it for you to represent the Carolinas, playing at Independence and at Charlotte FC?
It was pretty cool because I have a lot of friends, a lot of people local now to Charlotte that I knew growing up that have moved here. So it's almost a second home with people reaching out to me that I've, been friends with for a couple of years. So sharing those experiences with people in the stands I know, and people have seen me play in high school and college. So it's pretty cool having that support the whole way through, and to be able to make my professional debut here in Charlotte's the cherry on top.
Love that, man. And then just last question to you then. I know one of your goals was probably to make that MLS debut, but what are maybe some more of Quinn's goals headed into the rest of the season?
Yeah, I just really want to take it week at a time, one game at a time, and, hopefully find myself back in that roster again and continue to make that, and then hopefully get on the field and, go for starts, stuff like that. I don't want to really go beyond into too long-term of goals, but it's really just one step at a time, get better each and every day with the coaching staff, get more connections with the players, and then hopefully, continue to make more appearances for FC and get some results for us.